Archers, attack! Keep firing! Let none escape! Another down! Do not relent!
915 is here, baby. I'm Slidewhistle.
I am Immunization.
And I'm Aaron, Fire Mage Extraordinaire and Horrid Punching Bag, and I'm currently chowing down on pizza! You know, we just went and worked out, and I really just wanted to throw it away.
Oh shit. Is it in fact Planet Fitness's pizza day?
It is not. We did go to a Planet Fitness, but it is our pizza.
Pizza.
Do you think he's a little centurion man or a caveman?
So what do you mean? He's obviously a little centurion man. Who thinks he's a caveman?
Sweaty Gumbo.
Not a caveman. Confirmed.
No, he's not. He is not a caveman, and I felt bad that she was like, come on, guys, caveman. She even ran another poll that was like, okay, see, like, caveman with spear, question mark? And everyone was like, well, his name is Little Caesar. And she's like, I know his name is Little Caesar.
Speaking of Little Caesar, he's out in 915 enjoying the patch. Because he's, remember the Warlock guy from Prodmore?
Yeah, have we actually seen him?
No. No, I haven't.
But in his honor, Slidewhistle has been leveling his Warlock, and he's been enjoying it.
Yo, I try to level a Warlock every, 6 months, and I hate it. Because I only want to play Affliction. I have the Green Fire, but I want to...
Why?
His name is Tapeworm. He's gonna eat you from the inside out, and then feast on your rotting remains. He's a gross little boy. He can only be Affliction. It's why Garlina can only be Fire, because she's got a fiery soul.
That is often what I tell people at conventions when they ask me.
They're like, well, you see, in the Growline lore, she is canonically Fire because of her fire.
And they said Growline lore, and I said, shut up. It's hard, okay? I didn't have a lot of time before this convention.
But for real though, my Warlock is a lot of fun. It's dope. I'm actually really enjoying it. And he's already level 57. He was level 50 yesterday. They've really, really, really tweaked the leveling process, and it's beautiful.
Let me just say, I am glad that I held back on leveling a whole lot on my alts before 915, because I also have picked up my mage, Korgos, my arcane mage, and I went from 53 to 60 in a day and a half, and not only that, I went from no renown to 65 renown just over the process of leveling from 50 to 60, which is kind of insane with that new level 40 renown boost that you can buy.
Yeah, I only have one character at max renown. Even Alan, my Death Knight, is 56 or 60 something. I don't know. And my Warlock is already 60 renown, and I'm like, he's level 57. He's gonna pass Alan in no time. And of course, it's not gonna matter, because what covenant is my Warlock? It's fucking Night Fae. So I don't even get any of the fucking new cosmetics to unlock.
It's funny too, because one of the first things I had to do in 915 is I logged in. I'm like, oh cool, I can transmog Immunization into some Night Fae gear, even though she's a Venthyr, because you can do that now. But none of my other Night Faes are actually max renown. Somehow, I have a million alts that are Night Fae, but none of them were 80 for some reason.
And then Aaron, you had almost the opposite problem with trying to figure out what the hell's wrong with your guys' clothes.
I got really mad because I was like, I did put in the work very stupidly, because 9.1.5 allows you to do a whole bunch of things to speed the process up, but I'm just like, most of my guys are 80. Where's the stuff?
There was I don't know if it's a bug, but you need to technically ding the renowned achievement on them.
Yeah, you need to exist on that character. So I had to log in as all three of them to be able to use the stuff. Still don't have my Night Fae up there, and I didn't keep up with him. It's a very daunting task now.
Let me tell you, I got enough Night Faes for all of us. Wait, which character is your Night Fae one? Wheelstein?
Randleman.
Oh, man.
He is a Nightface Shaman, and he's only like 41.
I think it's important that you tell everybody what his race is as well.
He is a Kultiran.
There we
man.
go. He's a big, chunky Kultiran shaman. I also was shocked a little bit when Immune said he was leveling Korgos, and I looked over, and I didn't see a really old white man. I saw a purple elf, and I was like, oh my god, I forgot he race changed.
Oh no, Korgos is a new man.
Yeah, he's just some like twink high elf now, but that is covered up with his Necrolord robes now, because I'm kind of digging the vibes of the Necrolord Covenant Hall with him.
I forgot you were a bony boy. Except I didn't forget, because we ran Torghast, and he gets 1 million, like, gross necromen that I have to look at every single floor.
Which, okay, so that's another thing we can talk about. We have leveled a little bit through Torghast, which is another new thing from 915. I guess every day there is a broker in Torghast, if you are less than max level, who gives you a daily quest to complete a wing of Torghast that gives you bonus XP. So first off, you get XP for everything that you kill in there, which is like a pretty sizable chunk. But then when you complete it and turn in the quest to him, like, what would you say? Like, I think that daily gave me like half of a level.
Yeah, I would say half a level is a pretty good estimate. I feel like the mobs inside, though, give not a lot of EXP. So it almost encourages you to just kind of skip to the end and hope you can beat the boss with no powers for fastest EXP.
Yeah, which we were basically able to do on our second run through. And it is also nice that you get Soul Ass from doing this on levels before they... on your alts before they even reach max level, which is nice.
Yeah, I guess I was under the impression that I'd be able to level through Torghast more efficiently than what's being provided, because when we first went through Torghast for the first daily quest, which is yesterday, we got experience, and we also got renown. We got 1 renown from doing it, and I'm like, oh, awesome. If I can get a renown a day just from doing Torghast, while also getting Soul Ash and Anima and all that other shit, sounds good. So we rolled up the second day today, and there was no renown attached to it. And I don't think there's going to be renown attached to it, like, at all. I think you just get 1 and that's it. And it's like, that's kind of weird.
The renown system for alternative content is sometimes funny. Like, Randleman will run heroics to try and get renown, and he'll get 2 from 2 dungeons, and then he won't get any for 3. But then that 6th dungeon, it's like, okay, you can have another one as a gift.
Okay, I think I may have figured it out. I'm pretty sure you may only get a chance for renown at the end of a Torghast run, because there's something also similar happening in PvP where the brawls are giving you a chance to get renown, and I think some people were saying that they were getting a couple of procs from it, like more than 1. So maybe it has a chance to just infinitely proc renown, which is weird.
So I swear, when I finished like a bonus objective in Threads of Fate on Korgos, I got 3 renown or something like that. I went from like 50 to 53, and I'm like, I don't know if this is bugged, but I'll take it.
There's probably a renown bug going around, which, hey, if you take advantage of it, people, hurry, go to your content.
Is this like the Pokevirus? Do I just need to put Korgos in like the PC with a few of my other alts?
Put him in the PC box with tapeworm. Give me some of that fucking renown. Hell, throw Alan in there. He needs some loving. Wait, so I guess I forgot, Aaron. So you already maxed out your renown people. What have you been doing? Have you been doing anything?
I have been. Luckily Randleman's been there. It's one of those things where I'm just a dummy, and the concept of being able to easily achieve something made me want to just do it even before the changes came in. So like Booty ATW, Wigglestein, Growlina, other than wearing each other's clothes, there's nothing for them to do. So it's really just been focusing on Randleman. Once Randleman's done, I just kind of get to lay on the floor counting... Well, who was the band like, if I lay here?
The song is...
Lay with me.
Yeah, I get to just lay on the escalator like
Snow
that
Patrol,
guy.
by the way.
Okay, yeah, I get to pull a Snow Patrol and just lay down on the floor and be like, can't wait for 9.2 to come.
So, tell me if I'm crazy, but like, I probably am. I think one of my goals for 915 on at least immunization is to get all 4 covenants to 80 renown. I mean, just so that I can like swap between them depending on what I want to do. I mean, maybe this is just like a holy priest thing mixed with like maybe wanting to do disc sometimes. That like holy priest is like not really all that much more like enhanced by any of them, whereas like disc, all the guides like assume that you're Kyrian, but I want to try them all out, I guess.
Now, do you mean on one character? So Immune will be best friends with literally everyone?
I think that's my goal, yeah.
I think that's in character. I think it sounds fine, especially as somebody who literally only has Night Fae alts. I might end up having to do the same on my fucking Feral because I want to do PvP, and Necro is the way to go for cats right now. I might get my Druid to renown 80 before Alan, my unholy Death Knight, gets to see it.
Hey, tax season is approaching though, so.
But like, I feel like for
what season? Pack season?
Tax season, because canonically, Alan is an accountant.
That's very true, but I thought you said knack season, which leads me to this week's Time Warp.
Are we getting a Nax attack?
No, Daddy, no. Mr. Beats reference.
Welcome to Nax Aramus.
Oh my god, are we playing the 100,000 Copper Necropolis?
Oh god, I wish. Nope, this is just a Time Warp.
Oh.
So, I'm going to give you 40 seconds. I want you to give me as many literary classics in the World of Warcraft series written by Richard Knack.
Okay.
Okay. 1, 2, 3,
War of
go!
the Ancients 1.
Stormrage.
War of the Ancients 2. Stormrage.
The one about
Stormrage
Malfurion?
2. I think it's Stormrage.
War Crimes? I don't know if he did that one. I'm just gonna say it.
Dragon Soul. It's a dragon one. War of the Dragons. Dragons of the aspects of the dragons.
I'm an illiterate fuck.
I can only think of the good ones. I keep thinking of the Chrissy Golden ones. I know it's not Heads of War. It's not War Crimes, by the way. That's also Chrissy Golden. Oh my god, what are his bad books? Into the Heart, Into the Thick of It. Backyardians.
Into the thick of it.
Backyardians. Super.
I think he wrote the Worgen one, but I don't remember.
Oh fuck! What's the?
So, Slidewhistle wins that one by listing his incredibly creative War of the Ancients parts 1 through 3. In Slidewhistle, I am so sorry that you didn't get one of his dragons books, because there were many. He has Day of the Dragon, Night of the Dragon, and Dragon Hunt.
Okay, to be fair, we have read 0 Knack books because everybody tells me to not even fuck with them.
With my reading of 2, I've become the resident DNR Knack expert, and I hate it. I disliked both of them.
I'll tell you what I'm gonna do is what do you think is his best? What's his best one?
I mean, of the ones I've read, Wolfheart.
Okay, so he did do the Worgen one then, right?
Yeah, he did. Well, Worgen is very loose. It is called Wolfheart, and it's on the back. It's like, it's about Gen and the Worgens. It's not. It's about Varian being not mad at Gen, and it's about Malfurion being there.
I like that.
Because he loves Malfurion, so he's just like, and also he's there. But I will say, his other series you may actually really enjoy, because if you care about like Illidan, Malfurion, Tyrande, that's 3/4 of his bibliography.
Well, maybe I'll have to give it a try at some point after I take this shot of vodka. Oh.
Whoop whoop!
Take that shot. I think I'm going to audiobook War of the Ancients. See what the... Ooh, there we go. Get that nice and depth.
You can hear the war. That's the Night of the Dragon right there, baby.
Yeah, I'm gonna audiobook War of the Ancients and see if maybe like a older British narrator can make Richard Knack sound amazing instead of our own brains trying to read his words on paper.
I just need to shut my brain down and just be like, oh, book. Because I always read the scenes and I'm just like, why didn't you say this or say this, Richard?
What the fuck, Richard?
What the fuck, Richard? Why did you make Norsdomu a weird sand zombie in Day of the Dragon? I forgot I read that one. Not great.
Okay, I was worried. Okay, we should be fine. The person who narrates War of the Ancients also narrates Diary of a Wimpy Kid books. Oh, he does that. He did Night of the Dragon. Wow. Okay, so he literally just does Diary of a Wimpy Kids and Richard Neck books.
Wow, I can't believe the same man who will tell me about the Satyr's march on Lordanel has also uttered the phrase, Fregly reached down and acquired the cheese touch.
He has a lot of books with the name Dragon in them. Maybe he just likes dragon books, and that's why he got pulled into the Knack series.
Speaking of dragon, let's drag ourselves back to 9.1.5. It's cool to wear your friends' outfits. Am I the only one who can do that?
I was going to say, so you have access to almost all of them. And I'm kind of jealous because, like, I can only have my Night Fae people wear Night Fae clothes. So, like, has there been, like, a surprising look that you didn't... Because, like, doesn't it change?
Yes.
For, like...
Yes. So, Randleman, for whatever reason, looks great in what I would say is the air quotes feminine Venthyr set. Like, the red dress with the gold chest piece. He looks very good on it. And the gold tiara really accents his eyeball that is missing, that also kind of looks gold because he is tan.
Honestly, I was thinking about this as well because the only Mog that I have available to all my alts is Venthyr. So I was noticing that on both my Pandaren and my Kaltiran male druid, some of those Venthyr, like, particularly I was noticing that same one you were talking about, like the golden dress one, looks really good on Garage, and also really good on Metalloid, who are both, like, plus-size characters.
Hey, that's great, because, like, last time I checked, if you were a character who looked like they weighed more than 200 pounds, your transmog is gonna suck. So I'm glad that there's good shit for the heavier characters, because it was rough. That's why I didn't play him on my Panda for the longest time. Nothing I wore made a leather Panda wearer look good.
Also, the Kyrian are very boring, but the Kyrian cosmetic set, I just think it looks very good in general. And my last thing is the Maldraxi set features a, like, cow skull, a bovine skull, but when Growlina wears it, like, it covers up her snout, and it does not look bad. It looks like it fits. However, you spin around and the high-backed cowl has her huge mohawk coming out of it, and it's like, oh yeah, that doesn't look very good.
So, wait, so have you tried the Necrolord plate set on Booty yet?
No, I don't think you get it.
Do you have to have that? Oh, is that when you have to have that character at 80 renown for it?
I think you have to have, for those sets, you might need to be that Covenant, because I can access all the mounts, and I can access all of the cosmetic sets.
I see. So that's when Immune becoming all 4 Covenants come in handy. Could you wear those, or could you not wear those? If you had Necrolord at 80, could you wear the Necrolord class Covenant set that's just for Necrolords? Or no?
I'm willing to try that not on Growlina. Her being the Venthyr is too much in, like, her damage thing. I'm willing to throw, like, Booty ATW and be like, go be a stink man for a while.
So, like, my thing is that, like, canonically, Immunization is a Venthyr, and, like, that's, like, the one hold up for me. But, like, I feel like, you know, being a Kyrian, if I wanted to go disc, is, like, ideal, and, like, I want to try Night Fae for other things. And I also just want, like, all of... I don't know, I like, personally, I just, for some reason, want to have 80 renown on all of them.
No, I think that's a really cool goal. Like, I think it's awesome to be able to wield every Covenant's power at full maximum power, like your Master Roshi blowing the moon up, or stopping General Blue from... Actually, Master Roshi didn't stop General Blue. General Blue ran all over them.
So that's a reference I get, because update, we are now like 55 episodes into the original Dragon Ball, so we're like about a third of the way through. We're getting there. We're speedrunning this now, though.
Heck yeah!
We're cruising. But, okay, so yeah, I guess when I thought this was announced, I thought you would be able to wear the Covenant sets. But I guess being around 80 makes more sense. Now I'm kind of thinking that, like, You might not get to wear the Covenant set if you aren't that Covenant, only because it will make things like PvP kind of confusing. Imagine that I run up to you as a gnome, and I'm decked out in like necro armor, but I'm actually like Venthyr. You know what I mean? Like, you'd be confusing.
I was about to say, like, Slidewhistle, it doesn't matter. You're going to be a cat.
Yeah, that's why I switched it up last minute, because I was going to say cat. I'm like, nobody would see me as wearing that armor.
That's very powerful that you have the wherewithal to be like, what's my guy wearing? I got to assess his skills. I'm just like, I mean, I guess I can check what he's wearing when he inevitably kills me. Usually I just see an outline and I'm just like, ah! I just mash buttons.
Oh my god, okay, so my character, so I've been playing a lot of alts now that I feel like I can do so. Every single alt that I have is in war mode. My Pharaoh Druid has not been in war mode for a very long time, which feels very odd. I just feel like we have such a disadvantage right now, and there's not like a good Najatar push-pull safe area spawn in war mode. But I will say, people have been sticking together in lower level Warlock and Demon Hunter areas. We've been like sticking tight, inviting to groups, killing Horde together, and I'm like, okay guys, we have the spirit, I'm here for it.
I will say, though, if I had to say, I think the war mode spot that's like the bridge of Najatar is in Korthia, on that, like, hillside going down to where Croak the Tormented is and up towards where the safe sanctuary is. It's right there.
I think I'm ready to return to a full-on war mode time. I think it's time.
If even to, and this is, I'm so sorry, this is not to be like, to do anything, but like, to have Growlina do stuff because she is maxed with most things, so it's just like, well, I guess it's just, I'll go fight kids now.
No, exactly. Like, now is the best time to do it. We have our Korthia ship maxed out. Horde players who are trying to take advantage of the Korthia level up do not. This means that the ability to pick fights is 100% in our court. I don't have shit to do with Korthia anymore, but I can come here and I can fuck your day up just because I can.
I still got to be on the lookout for the bracers for one of the cosmetic sets, which that's my ultimate powerful medium moot is I like that the Venthyr get two, but I don't like that it takes twice as long to acquire them.
So, you know what's funny is that, like, I, when I was going through, like, the fucking week to month or whatever, how fucking long it took, like, grind there, and I picked up the dailies, and I, like, swore I was, like, close to being done with them. I'm like, oh yeah, this has to be the last one. And then the next 2 or 3 days, I got, like, two of the dailies were cosmetic items, and I was like, wait, there's more than one set? What the fuck?
Wait, I'm confused. Are you? Is this for only Venthyr? Right?
Yes, the Venthyr, for whatever reason, are the only ones that have 2 different cosmetic sets. They have like a suit and they have a dress, and they usually do a good job of balancing. Like, you get an element from the suit and an element from the dress whenever it comes up. But now it's getting tight where I'm getting like repeats of things. The other day I got 2 of the suit capes and I'm like, oh, I've had this for a month.
Okay, so I feel like we've discussed this before. So is that 2 separate cosmetic sets completely, or just one different piece that's different?
It's 2 different cosmetic sets. When you pull up your listing of outfits, it's 2 separate outfits.
I guess I don't understand why Blizzard gives Venthyr so much love like that, because you guys get the 2 cosmetic sets. You guys get, whenever a holiday runs around, you're the only one that gets your Sanctum ability thing upgraded. I
mean, like, I think they just wrote themselves into a hole in that, I don't know, it's the only one where like there's like a distinct class system of humanoids, and like there's regular Venthyr that wear suits, and there's fancy ones that wear dresses. Or like Night Fae, it's like, okay, well, we only need to make one set, because like, what are you pretending to be, a fairy? Or the Kyrian, it's like, I guess you'll just have these robes because everyone is the same blue person.
Right. It's so interesting though, you know? What a weird world we live in.
Yeah, you'd think the Night Fae for like Noble Garden or something would get a bonus thing where it's like, here's extra seeds because it's Easter.
Like like they purposely designed you guys an extra set. Like, is that avowed base? Is that the reasoning why? Because like I have Court of Stars base, and Necrolords have Big Stinky Tabitha down the block. Transwalk.
Where's she at? I need to start working on that on Korgos.
But also no, because ours is tied to the Ember Court.
So weird. It's so weird. Like there's opportunity. Like I give me a Marasmius transmog set. You know, like he's there. Like is that my get? Is just Marasmius existing in general? Because he has a separate recommender, and I get a title. I don't think you guys get a title from your stuff, from like one of your teleport get people.
No, we do. From the Ember Court, we can become the party herald. I think.
Yeah, eventually we'll be able to become the party herald.
You see, what's wrong? What's happening? Is the Venthyr the 2020 equivalent of the Horde to Blizzard from all of time? Are they the love child that they love so much?
I think that Blizzard just really likes the color red.
That's gotta be it.
I mean, they are the most Blood Elf adjacent, so they're like, we gotta make sure to still go with the Blood Elves. And then they're like, Ian, no, you hit the wrong button. You gave that to the elf guys who are gray. Oh no, it's gone live. I can't believe it.
Oh my god, yes. Did you look at did you look at the new things you can do as a Void Elf, Aaron? Have you seen them?
No. Yeah, my general stance is to not pay attention to the elves, but I assume they're really cool. I mean, I know you can turn into a high elf.
So I logged in just to see what each new class could make. So like I was looking at the High Mountain Tauren for races. High Mountain Tauren, the Void Elves, the nasty elves who betrayed us.
The Nightborn, and then also
the LF Drenny.
Yeah, the Light Forge Draenei. Yeah.
So okay, first of all, let me just say I 100% want a Light Forge Draenei. I'm considering swapping my Paladin to a Draenei. Me, my namesake, my first ever boy, my dwarf boy, to a Light Forge Draenei. They have the coolest horn jewelry that drapes. Okay, so you've seen 300, right, Aaron? With Xerxes?
Of course.
These Light Forge Draenei get Xerxes-esque, just beautiful jewelry hanging from every single crooked corner of their body.
Do they get nipple chains?
They basically do. Like, the amount of jewelry that these horns have basically equals nipple jewelry. It's beautiful.
I was super jealous when I saw this on Slidewhistle's screen. I was like, gonna try to make me act up over here and switch up on my main immunization to be a Light Forge Draenei, even though I will not. But honestly, Blizzard, you put me in a corner here. Like, this horn jewelry, it's kind of hard to pass up. It's really, really cool looking.
It's magnificent.
I mean, it's tough when they give them jewelry and fancy jewels. And what's the last thing the Draenei got? That thing you put on your cat's tail that covers up their butthole with like a jewel heart.
No, they're like, the fact that we even put you in this game is enough. You should be grateful. And they spit on us. And I'm like, oh, I can't even spit back on you because of this new 915 update.
Because it's been banned.
Oh.
Also, that's a thing, right?
Yes.
Has anyone tried to spit?
100%. You got me guilty of doing it. However, let me tell you a workaround, all you little nasty boys and girls. I was spitting on this little nasty little orc girl who was taking up my questing near me. She was eating the mobs that I was hitting. So I went /spit and it went nothing. Like, literally nothing happens. So I went /points at, and then I went /spit without clicking on her. So she saw me point at her. She looked at me, and then I spit on the ground. It's the same effect, you know?
Yeah, I mean, there are countless workarounds in this world we live in.
I don't know. That's just my stance. I say the same thing for fucking, like, people saying, wow, what a great match on Smash Brothers Online. It's like, if you're antagonistic to me and you do or say anything to me, I'm gonna be like, fuck you, guy. It could be like the nicest thing ever, and I'll be like, just, I'm mad now.
Get out of here. Wait, but I almost forgot. Back to my Void Elf customization options. So Void Elves have way more hair colors than they ever had before. Their hair colors are no longer limited to just purple and black. They can have auburn red. They can have bright blonde. They can have dark brown or light brown. You literally can just make a blood elf on the Alliance. Point blank. They look the exact same. It's ridiculous.
Growl, you're out there, day in, day out in 9.1.5. Tell us exactly what you're seeing. Another week passes by. Another interview graces your ears. This is Growl on the prowl. I'm here today with Footloose, who's ready to kick off his Sunday shoes, but on a Friday. Do you feel like this mixing of Covenant aesthetics has confused you in any way? Not that I really see. Most expansions had sets themed around specific stuff anyways, so it doesn't feel that different. A very valid point to be made. Why have you, a Maldraxi, specifically chosen to wear the Kyrian cosmetic set? I enjoy the wreath headband, and the flowy outfit makes me feel fancy. I see. I also notice you've elected to wear the Korthia set here, which prominently features what I'd consider angelic jorts. Why that decision? Why else? A panda's gotta let his thighs breathe sometimes. You heard it here, folks. Sometimes you gotta let the hams breathe. I've been Growlina, and here's a quick word from our sponsors before we head back into the show. Hey everyone, we, the boys of DNR, have come to you today to talk to you about a brand new sponsorship that we have with Manscaped. Yes, Manscaped, the leading provider in men's grooming equipment for your special friends. We were able to test out the Lawnmower 4.0, the newest men's grooming safe razor from Manscaped. It features not only skin-safe technology for a smooth shave on your downstairs, but also features additional guard lengths with sizes 1 through 4 that allow you to customize your haircut below the belt.
Imagine shaving with a sleek, well-designed, and optimized trimmer that makes shaving time your favorite time in the bathroom.
So I will not only say that the Lawnmower 4.0 is the best because it has a built-in flashlight, which, as you guys know from last episode, helped me in a very dire situation when our power went out. But it also has a wireless charging port. That's pretty neat.
It honestly is pretty dope though, because like I said multiple times, I constantly lose the charger to these things, and keeping it locked right in so it's not thrown to the side with not a big chunky base, it works out better. If you've been shaving with the same nut trimmer on your face, you've been doing it wrong. No person wants to end up with curly cues in their mouth.
So Manscaped is allowing us to have a special code beaming directly into your mind through your listening earbuds. You can get 20% off plus free shipping on any orders from manscaped.com by simply using the code DNR20 at checkout. That is DNR20 at checkout for 20% off and free shipping any of your lovely Manscaped products. Manscaped, your balls, they're gonna thank you. Thanks, Growlina. Cross counter. You can't escape fate. Fight.
Well, speaking of cross things, we also have
Jesus, you finally found religion?
Amen.
Praise him. And by praise him, I mean, I guess, technically praise all the Blizzard people that have been subtly hinting at the fact that we might be heading towards cross-faction raiding and other types of content, possibly, in the future.
I wonder if it would be a narrative thing, or if it would essentially just be that one thing in Battlegrounds where you can strap on a mask and pretend to be someone else, and it's just like, oh, whatever. Jim is a troll in his day job, but he's here as a fake human now.
I feel like in most raids, it would, in lore, be 100% okay for a group of both Hordes and Alliance people to team up and fight the big bad. Although I will say the glaring opposition to this theory would be Daza, because you're actually fighting the opposite faction. So I don't know what that would mean in, like, if you tried to team up with, like, your past people in that sense. I mean, you'd probably just, like, be reskinned, like as Immunization was reskinned to be a Tauren. But I think in most raids, it is very easy to just say that in lore, it's fine to be a group of cross-faction people. And honestly, the same in dungeons. Like, lore-wise, we're all in the same boat there in all those dungeons.
I'm just thinking of when you do Battlegrounds, you can talk at each other, right?
So not really. If you have double alliance teams, which can happen sometimes, because it will switch you to being Horde. So that's how you know as alliance you're Horde. It still keeps that same crosstalk blocked. The other team is treated as Horde. This is funny. I feel like I've never actually noticed if the other team is alliance or Horde skinned. When I play, I just see red and I hit them. So maybe the argument that, like, you have to be transformed is actually wrong, because if you change their player bars, that's it. That's all you care about. Red, it's dead.
I mean, at least for PvP, but I feel like in general for the three of us, we're mainly talking about PvE as in, like, Raid and Mythic Plus.
The only thing, and I mean, I don't think people will be as fervently patriotic as we are, but, like, you'd come in and you'd be able to, like, chat at each other and it'd be like, yeah, I'm a Horde. You guys fucking suck. I hate the Alliance.
That's where my problem comes from, is that I think that the toxicity from being faction split for so long will be the main problem that this gives us. People are going to be like, no gnomes, no dwarfs, nothing shorter than a goblin. You know what I mean? Like, people are going to be the assholes from the get-go.
We've already kind of seen this because, like, even just in our PvP encounters, at least Slidewhistle and I, when we're queuing for some kind of battleground or something, and then it starts going poorly, and then somebody on our team who is, like, doing, like, the number 2 damage or something like that, it says, like, ugh, this is why I don't main Alliance. This is why I'm a Horde main, because all of you Alliance are awful at PvP.
It's literally every single game that we are even looking to be, like, losing at, which makes me think at this point, is it just a meme that, like, people are doing? Because it's a copy paste every single time. This is why I don't play Alliance anymore. This is why the Horde always wins. And I'm like, bro, are you reading from the fucking book of Hordemen? Like, what's going on?
So then my question is, like, if we're allowed to cross faction raid, then if we are in like a 80% Alliance, 20% Horde raid, and we, like, wipe 5 times on a boss, then are those 20% Hordes going to be like, ugh, this is why I only queue with Horde guilds to clear this content, or something like that?
Probably, honestly, but not thinking about it, is that any more bad than what we have to currently deal with? Whereas people will just silently kick you even though you weren't doing the worst, or you mess up one single mechanic, and the leader of the Alliance raid is, like, eye level 180, using everybody else to get over him. Like, I guess it won't be that different, to be fair, if you're pugging.
Yeah, it's the same people who stink, who are rude. They're just skinned differently.
So, like, actually, I think overall it probably will be better, because, like, as much as we say that we hate the Horde, I feel like a lot of the people that we talk to a lot are Horde-based people to begin with. You know what I mean?
True. Although I will say it will be personally very jarring whenever I have to stand next to a Volpera.
Let me tell you, I had to fight one in PvP in my battleground. I just wanted to kill the Volpera, and that was it. It stands out so much amongst a sea of monsters. And I'm like, what is this little fuzzy fox doing here?
I'm just thinking, you're seeing me change my position in real time. It'd be great if they could throw the Horde into fucking like LFR queues and dungeon queues, because then looking for DPS won't be like 17 minutes per dungeon, because you can be like, oh, here's a whole huge crop, dare I say the majority of World of Warcraft, that you can now pull from.
Yeah, it's a whole thing. I mean, I feel like it's been pretty obvious for all the past like 2 years that like it's only gotten worse in like the number shift between like at least people who do late game end game stuff. Like the Mythic Keys, if it's a past like 1 a.m., this is dead. Like you have to wait for the fucking Australians to wake up to give you some keys if you're Alliance.
Honestly, those Australians got me Keystone Master last season, so high praise to them.
Some of the nicest players to ever grace this battlefield. I don't know how they do it, but they breed them well over there. So there's also been some shit going on with the Battleground Brawl right now, which this is going to release. It's going to be too late for y'all, but this should be good for future Battleground Brawls.
So are we talking Comp Stomp here?
Comp Stomp, yeah. So like this comes out on Friday, so Comp Stomp will actually still be up for like 3 more days. So I think this is what I was saying earlier, how I think Torghast gives you a chance to get more renown. Comp Stomp is currently rewarding multiple renown for multiple wins. People are saying that they've queued into Comp Stomp, the Battleground Brawl, multiple times in a day, and have gotten multiple renown in a day from Comp Stomp. If you don't know, Comp Stomp is you at a Arathi Basin with your team versus robots, versus AI cyborgs who are tuned.
They're not very good, correct?
Correct. They are tuned down to like easy to medium, because if they wanted to, they could make them easily destroy everybody with instant like counters and all that kind of stuff. They're pretty dead, pretty brain dead. So people are just getting multiple fucking wins from this and multiple renown. It's currently one of the best ways to farm your renown.
I will say, though, in addition to this, I think, unsubstantiated, this is just my current experience, I think another good way of getting renown is leveling with Threads of Fate and doing the bonus objectives. All of the bonus objectives on my mage seem to give me 1 renown for completing them, and I think that they actually buffed how easy it is to complete the bonus objectives, because I remember in the past, those bonus objectives in Threads of Fate took me a long time to complete.
These are like the area where it's like kill 100% of guys, right?
Yeah, those ones.
Like each giant enemy was like, that's a 1/6%. It's like, oh.
Now it's like you kill one little small thing and it's like 5%. And I'm like, damn, I literally finished like this entire bonus objective in killing 10 things. It's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, so Aaron, if you were to kill that big elite now, you legitimately get 20% of your bar filled. Like, they seriously buffed it. Like, I cruised
once again,
through everything.
I'm glad I did all of these before it came in. Why am I so stupid?
I took my Warlock through the ones in Ardenweald, cleared them all out in like an hour. I went to the Kyrian zone with the Mute. We both cleared all of it out in like half an hour. Like, it was so fast. We were like, is this for real? And renown for each of these?
No, and I will be more specific here. We cleared out all of Bastion's bonus objectives in 1 episode of Dragon Ball. So, like, that's like 22 minutes, but actually less because we skip all of the intro and the recap, which is at least 5 minutes of every episode.
That's 15 minutes. That's ridiculous.
Wait, Dragon Ball's intro, it's not Rock the Dragon yet, right?
No.
Okay, I was about to say, if you are fucking skipping Rock the Dragon, go back and watch it 55 times.
I would never let us skip Rock the Dragon, trust me.
You know what? I sang the continuing lyrics of Rock the Dragon, which there are so few, and it does say the name Dragon Ball Z. So,
Aaron.
That's egg on my
He
face.
doesn't even know what a Z fighter is yet.
I bet he doesn't even know a Mega Shenron.
No, I don't. But
What a real Bojack, am I right?
But I will say, like, I normally don't skip theme songs that I think are bangers, and I do think that the Dragon Ball theme is a banger, but it literally is 2.5 minutes.
Yes,
they play
it
the
is.
full intro every time.
Having watched most all the Dragon Ball series, there's no need.
What? So long? It's a full song. Where's the 30-second office clip? Just play it quick. Let's go. Anyway, back to the whole comp stomp thing. There was a blue post that Blizzard just made. Any indication that this is being removed? Blizzard says no. The chance for renown with the wind is not being removed with comp stomp. My favorite, they also responded to this comment, and this comment says, I'm surprised Blizzard didn't touch this. And Blizzard says, it's a chance on all battleground wins, and comp stomp is a battleground, so it's staying.
Their new online division is really just really getting after people for like good things and bad things.
Speaking of their online division, I don't think we spoke about this before because I think it happened since we last recorded, but they also have announced that they're creating a community council type thing to kind of communicate with their devs. And I don't know, guys, I applied for it.
I applied too.
Of course.
Apparently this is...
As an infamous WoW streamer.
Yeah.
Who can forget July 13th's Growlina's Sunday Funday? They need my perspective.
Apparently this has been a thing in the past, though, was what I was reading from certain tweets, which I take with a grain of salt, because all tweets are automatically crybaby salt tears, including our own. And they're like, they tried this before during Pandaria with Li Shen's raid, and they listened to anybody, and nothing mattered, and it's like, okay, like, I get it, like, we can be cynical, that's fine, but, like, I'm gonna apply still, because maybe I'll get in.
Did you call me?
Oh, Sin, what's up?
It's me. Hello. I was 49 minutes late, like you.
Wow, it's actually a pretty good cynical impression, holy shit.
That's just quiet and British. Anyways, there I go. Before I say anything controversial, off I go. And that's him riding away on his light chariot.
You should do that during raid sometime. Just see what he says. I think he'd love it.
No,
I think he'd love it.
I did someone's voice at someone once, and they did not appreciate it.
Okay, Aaron, you have to know. Aaron, I had to tell you this.
Well, okay, we can both tell you this. The time when you left raid immediately after we killed Sylvanas and we continued, Lynn made Aaron voice.
Oh boy!
Because we didn't have anyone that could time warp, and so he called for time warp, and we're like, "Boss, we ain't got one." And he was like, "What did he say?" He was like, "Oh man, I'm not here right now. I'm Growlina."
Lynn and I have the same
No,
voice.
exactly.
We're
Exactly.
We're both like, and I've come to terms with mine, but we're both kind of a little like nasally boys.
No, and it's
It's like Lair.
That's what made it so funny. Is that like it's literally just like his voice just like slightly altered. Like, but like I was like, wait, is Aaron in Discord? But the way he said it, was so. We were like, oh my god, Lynn did a great impression. Like, it tricked me.
You know, there's so many people out there that have tried to do Growlina voices. It's really interesting to have someone do a me.
It all comes around.
Well, boys, I think it's about time. And I'm talking about it's about time to head on into our sexiest NPC of the week, baby.
My body has been aching to make light humor about someone.
And that someone this week is Audara, the broker, baby, you know, near the flight path in Ouroboros.
Maybe you haven't noticed them, but now with our new sexiest recommendation, you will. Because now the fucking teleport takes you down to the fucking second level, right to them.
Okay, no, yeah, side tangent here. Has anyone else noticed how whenever you teleport to Oribos, it no longer puts you, like, by the portals to Stormwind or Orgrimmar? It puts you, like, up on the level of Oribos where the flight path is?
Yes, I did notice that, and I was like, this is convenient, until I had to T-Mog, and then it became inconvenient.
What do you mean?
Well, just because it's up there, and then I had to go downstairs and walk to the guy.
Oh my god!
I don't have the
oh
yak.
my god! I can't believe
I don't
talking
have
to
the
somebody
yak.
who still has to talk to a bandaged man to get his clothes changed. Take control of your life and spend that 100K and do yourself a favor.
Get the bug. I didn't get the yak. I'm really lacking in life.
Aaron, how much money do you spend on those fucking eagles, but you won't fucking buy this mount?
Griffins,
It's the last griffin
and
you
they were
used.
125K each.
How many did you buy?
A
You could
3.
have bought one and still gotten the yak out of there. Yakima.
Yeah, but I had to get all of the griffins in 8.1.5. I had to get
When's the
them.
last time you pulled one of those griffins out?
I don't know, because they're so boring. I don't remember what they look
The
like.
last time you would have...
Why is this an attack?
Aaron,
No.
Aaron, go buy that yak. You will pull that yak out.
I don't
Aaron,
even know where
Aaron,
it is.
it's in Cool Eye Summit. You will pull that yak out approximately 1 million times the amount you've ever pulled out a griffin, and your money will be instantly worth it. Trust me. Whenever my cape is wrong, I'm like, ew! Hide the cape. Green, here we go.
Anyways, back to the topic of the hour, and I'm talking Adara, baby. And Adara has the goods.
But like legit, Adara does have the goods, and I feel like a lot of this wasn't talked about what they have on them. So you can send anima to your homies. You can send a renown 40 to anyone who doesn't have it. Adara also holds the secrets to getting level 60 heirlooms, which, correct me if I'm wrong, were not a thing before now? Or have we just missed this person existing this entire time that we didn't see these heirlooms?
I swear, they are right next to the Flight Master. I swear this person did not exist there. So maybe they were an heirloom person who got moved up?
Maybe, because like the Wild article does not make a big deal out of the fact that they're selling heirlooms for 60s. So maybe they either moved them, or maybe legitimately this person was there the entire time. But I refuse to believe that, because they also sell Unchained Equipment Chest and Valorous Equipment Chest, which if you are a level 60 character who has at least, I think it's 1,500 mythic rating, you can buy mythic pieces at low levels in a random loot box and mail them to your alts so they can use them and get better gear than Korthian armaments.
That's honestly crazy to me. I could, on Immunization, I basically am almost maxed out on everything I need with Valor, but there are a few pieces I still need. But regardless, I could probably start buying these and sending them off to my alts. And do you know what level those are when they are sent out?
It only says an appropriate gear stat distribution. It doesn't say what level, so I have not bought one yet. I'm not sure. You can also buy time-bound ruminations for 10,000 anima from the sexy Adara. Because don't forget, everybody, this is a sexiest segment. Get them on a little bit.
You know, my favorite part about our Adara is that face mask, those pants, that shirt. Every other broker's got them, which means anytime I look at any broker, I can just pretend, ooh, until you say anything, you're my sweetie Adara.
But Adara has the goods. And let me tell you, with these...
I said, ooh, child, what you got going? and then they'll turn their mask and go, I can sell you mats for blacksmithing. And I said, ooh, illusion shattered. And I shuffle off.
But Adara's got those time-bound ruminations, which for 10k anima, you can get your followers up to level 30 if you didn't have followers that high. Which sounds, honestly, kind of shitty. However, I'm sitting on so much anima, that's nothing. That's literally nothing.
I also, on my main at least, have bought everything I need with my anima, so I don't know. Like, what else do I use it for?
I mean, send your ult some time-bound ruminations. Also, no, I think, honestly, this price is a little steep. But I think for current level content, the price kind of does line up. You can get a scouting map for Into the Shadowlands for 10k gold for your alts, where you can learn all the flight paths of each zone. And to be fair, there aren't a lot of flight paths, but for your first time, getting an alt out to a zone can be a pain in the ass if you don't have this.
Into the Shadowlands.
And that's why Ardara is so sexy.
Wait. I've been crafting a real humdinger. Please, just give me this chance. Just one shot.
Granted.
Don't miss your chance to blow. Opportunity comes once in a lifetime. You better.
I don't blame you all for getting a little horned up while looking at their unchained equipment chest. But before you blow your load into their traveler's anima cache, make sure to equip your equipment with an eternal heirloom scabbard. You don't want things to go wrong and you catch something and you get a mark of distinction.
I like to imagine you had a whiteboard just frantically writing down all these names.
I had my phone and I was frantically going up and down because on their equipment list, those things are not in sequential order.
No, I was like, oh my god, where's he going next? Oh, with the scabbard. Holy shit. I think the Unchained Equipment chest is a great opener, though. That was your best pick for that one.
Thank you. And that's why Outdora is our sexiest NPC of the week. I'm gonna go pour it up and give you your award right now.
Oh, if you are a person who's doing your Conquest or Valor, it's been uncapped for the entire season. So get out there and get your shit. That's it.
Yeah.
Just a little PSA from me to you. Wink.
Well, I think it's about time to head on into our top toot, bottom boot, or medium moot. A Slidewhistle. You want to go first?
I got myself one of them top toots.
Top toot!
Toot, 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 toot.
Toot, 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 toot. So I had the first-hand pleasure of getting to try out the critter shapes from Fufa? Sufa? What's his name again?
Chufa.
Chufa.
This is the reason he's not getting invited to your garden
Honestly,
parties. You don't even know the man's
because the man
name.
hangs out more with you fuckers than he hangs out with me. I never see Chufa around Ardenweald. He's always the goddamn tea parties.
Do you ever just hear two wet feet going, and you just see Slankin coming around a tree? Hey, Wild Seed, I'm here to hang out.
Honestly, please keep Slinkin over there. I don't want him anywhere near my Ember Court.
I don't even know who Slinkin is, so that's fine.
Honestly, you should be thankful.
Chufa,
Yeah, it's a blessing.
Chufa now has come around to say, I'm useful to my people. Because he's the one who gives Ardenwealdians access to critter shape. So now, whenever I'm in a safe area, which basically just means Oribos or any other capital area city, I can now be a little baby critter and not be a big animal, which is fine. Except when I found out what some of these critter shapes are. My first ever critter shape that I picked up from some tree bitch down in my Covenant what is that thing called? The anima conductor area?
Haven't you guys been friends for like a year? And it's
No.
like, hello, wild seed. And you're like, some tree bitch.
No.
Okay.
The anima conductor tree bitch for the anima conductor has been an enemy of, I would say, 99% of every Ardenwildian until now. Because her quests would take you an entire week to complete. And your reward was like, here's 5 little treasures, and here's some anima. Like, it's garbage. It's bullshit. I hated her. But now, they're vending me critter shapes that are beautiful. And the first one I ever got was the cricket critter shape. I'm a bug. I'm the tiniest little baby bitch bug. And when I move, I jump 50 feet like a fucking cockroach in Joe's apartment. And just boop, 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 boop.
Oh, okay, I get it now. The movie.
It's a movie.
Oh, gosh darn it. I was over here like, oh, someone said something in the Discord on my phone, and I just heard Joe's apartment wafting into my ears, and I was like, ugh.
But the critter shapes, basically, are so much more, I don't want to say innovative, because it's not innovative to be a bug, but it's more creative, I feel like, than the soul shapes I currently have, which is big mammal, lion, dog, hyena, you know what I mean?
I mean, it's a little bit of flavor, at least. So, like, if you're just in a rested area, will your soul shape automatically do a critter shape?
Correct. Yes. But once I'm in, like, an area where I can be damaged, then I become my soul shape. So, like, I don't even have to do anything extra for this. It just happens no matter what. So it's very low maintenance, and just it's very cool flavor that I get to just have. Like, oh, I'm a cricket. And when I use my fucking rainbow toy, because he moves by jumping, the rainbow makes this little jumping arc for every move that I make. It looks really fucking dope, and I love it. So, critter shape, hell yeah, I fuck with you. Aaron, what's your TTBBMM?
Well, I have a medium moot, but it is probably one of the more positive tending medium moots that I've ever given out.
Medium moot?
Positive tending medium moot.
So, last night, we completed the glory of the Raider achievement for Sanctum. Oh, it's Glory of the Sanctified Raider. And it was epic and cool. And then I was like, oh yeah, I get a mount. And then I go and my stomach falls. It's a big hand mount. I was like, oh, a hand mount. I finally have one of those, huh? Growlina spins her little hands. And then I go in it. I hate this thing. It scares me so much.
I will say, I think that is like all 3 of us. Somehow, I think this is all 3 of ours first hand mount this expansion.
Didn't fucking Adorno get like a hand day one?
Yeah.
9.1? This dude's been doing the little finger jabberwock for years. Anyways, I walked around in it for like half a minute. I was like, oh, this thing spooks me. I hate this.
To be fair, it is really creepy.
Yeah, yep. I put it on my druid and I was like, I'm not using this shit ever again. Except when it got on tapeworm, my nasty little warlock, and I'm like, this is the perfect dirty mount for this little dirty boy.
It's funny, this is the first time all 3 of us are revealing this to ourselves right now, but I also, immediately after the raid, mounted it on a mute, and I'm like, ugh, this is creepy.
Like, I've started to progress towards, like, the Covenant, the bi-weekly quest. What is that? The Assault. Because if you do the Assault, you can get, like, a golden hand mount through it. And I've done half of the steps for it. Now, I don't want to finish it. Like, it's so gross. What is the last one for? There's 3.
I think there's one that you can, like,
it
reassemble. It
just drops off of Torghast, right?
Oh, it's a random mob either in the mall or in Torghast. Either way, they're both stinky. It's probably the mall.
But, yeah, I was super happy to do the achievement run, and then that was the result, and I was like, oh. Even though I didn't get it at the time, it very much feels like how at the end of BFA you get the worm, and it's like, wow, the worm.
The worm out of like 90 worms.
Yeah, wow, this is my 17th worm. But immunization, what is your TTBBMM?
Well, I got another top 2 this
Woo,
week.
toot toots.
And I'm talking just overall the 915 update making it like easier to level through your alts, and just literally how much easier and faster and convenient it was to level my mage Korgos from 50 to 60 and also be like heavily caught up on renown. That is insane to me. Although I guess a slight medium moot attached to it, maybe a bottom boot, I don't know, we'll see in the long scheme of things, is that like you're high renown, but I don't have any conduits. So I gotta grind those out next. So we'll see how that goes over this next week.
Ew.
But I will say the leveling experience feels really good right now. I'm probably gonna level up a few other alts, and I will probably get all of my alts up max renown, and honestly probably start on Immune's grind for all 4 of them. I mean, it's very easy for her to get all of them up to 40 just with like some gold, you know?
And with that, we're out of here. If you have any comments, questions, complaints, emails, fan mails, nudes, fun awards to give to us, sexiest NPC suggestions, send us an email at donotrelenttpod@gmail.com. Tweet at us at Twitter at donotrelenttpod. You guys can give us a review on Apple. Give us a 5-star. Follow us on Spotify, Warcraft Radio, wherever you want. What about you guys? Where can we find you on the internet?
You can find me, Alex, or Immunization on Twitter at New Era Alex. You can follow our podcast Instagram account on the gram at Do Not Relent. You can follow me on Twitch at Immunization DNR.
You can find me, Aaron the Human, at TheBigacheesy on Twitter.com. You can read our literary musings at DoNotRelent.LiveJournal.com. And you can catch up with my Twitch streams at twitch.tv/AaronDNR. Cubby Bub's going out of town next week, which means your boy's gonna stream a lot and just drink a lot of beer in his room.
What are you gonna stream, baby?
Probably the end of Dragon Quest V, and then I don't know, something else after that. We just finished a Sonic, so I don't know if I'm gonna do another Sonic, but I'm not going back to Fallout 1 just yet. I'm not brave enough. So, I don't know, maybe something new.
New Vegas. All right, with that,
Adjustment?
do it. We're out of here. See you guys next week. And remember,
Another down! Do not relent!
Do Not Relent is a podcast within the 3HNC network, representing U.S. Proudmoore's premier podcasts.
That was a very good wish.